Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining today. Today we have our Access Orange Dynamics 365 webinar, how to sell smarter with the sales module of Dynamics 365. Before we go into the presentation itself with our presenter Jasmine, I have a few housekeeping things to mention. This webinar will take about 45 minutes. We have a Q&A session at the end. If you want to ask some questions, there is a Q&A section on your right-hand side in the live event. Mention your question there, and we will discuss it at the end of the presentation. Yeah. So thank you for taking your time. Since not everybody who is joining today does know about our company, I will do a very brief overview of our company. I'll keep it very short. My name is Roald Anderson. I am responsible for the business development in Access Orange, and part of my portfolio is also the Dynamics suite. And I will explain a little bit about Access Orange. First of all, we are not a really traditional IT company, but I always say we are more like your partner in helping your organization, your company, work smarter by using new technology, innovative technology, cloud solutions, and often based on Microsoft technology. We have 3 locations. Currently, Hong Kong, Singapore, and USA, and we focus on customers in the SME segment up to the big enterprise clients. And I have a few reference cases as well to show you later. And we are a Microsoft Gold partner. We work very closely with Microsoft on a lot of cases, a lot of projects. We can also get a lot of cases referred from Microsoft within Hong Kong, Singapore, or even the USA. We focus on 3 key areas. I'll keep it short. Collaboration, how can your team communicate together in a more effective way? How you can improve teamwork? How can you engage your employees? That's all about collaboration. The second thing we focus on is productivity. How to become more productive as an organization. And how to get better insight in your company data. And at last, we focus on cloud. We believe in cloud technology, access from anywhere, especially during the 2020, the year of COVID. This becomes more and more important that you have access to your data from any device or any location in a safe way. For collaboration, we focus a lot of Office 365 technology, including Microsoft Teams and SharePoint. We do a lot of different things, implementation, licensing, but we also provide a lot of training, actually, nowadays, online training about how to use Teams within your organization and how to collaborate in a more effective way using all those modern technologies that Microsoft has to offer. For productivity, there are a few other apps that we focus on. Today, obviously, we are going to talk about Dynamics 365, but also Power BI is a big part of our solutions. To get more insight in your data, Power BI can be a very effective tool in getting the data out of your different systems and presenting them to the management in a dashboard or in a report form. And Power Apps is the new platform from Microsoft that help you very easily build applications. And I'll show you a few examples later. And at last, cloud. I told you before, we focus on cloud technology. So we help a lot of our customers transition their data from on-premises to the cloud using Microsoft Azure, for example. Training programs. You see, we used to give a lot of training sessions in the classroom at the customer location. Unfortunately, that's not possible right now, but we do a lot of online training now, especially on those solutions from Microsoft. How to use Teams, how to use SharePoint, how to use all those modern technologies that Office 365 or Microsoft 365 has to offer. And at last, a little bit about Power Apps, some examples. Power Apps platform is very useful for building quick mobile apps that you can very easily use in your organization. The applications that you see here are a few examples of apps that we built just within a few days for different organizations to help their HR department or their admin department, automate certain processes. If you want to know more, let me know. I'll keep it short today. But you can always send me an email or send an email to info@accessorange, and we can talk a little bit further. But let's focus today, on Dynamics 365. That's the core of our webinar. Today with me is also Jasmine. Jasmine is our Dynamics 365 consultant, and she has experience with implementing Dynamics 365 sales into organizations such as yours. You can see her email address also on the screen. If you have a question, feel free to send her an email, and she'll be more than happy to help you out. So Jasmine, maybe you can share your screen and take over the presentation from here.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's webinar. And today we're going to talk about how to sell smart with Dynamics 365 Sales. My name is Jasmine. So have you ever of your sales organization experienced the similar problems like this gentleman here? With sometimes with the scattered data inputting in different locations, and so when it is needed, we will have problem to find it, or for some same data, we have to input more than once. Although we've been making thousands of calls or sending out emails, working longer hours, but yet still with little rewarding. And also because information is not shared with each other, with the same team, and the information you are looking for, you may not probably aware that actually that is available for the other team member. And just like say that if you are looking for the connection to approach your future buyer, but because the information is not shared, so actually maybe that is the connection is available from you'll be able to find from your teammates. And also the lack of communication means that in the between team members, and we will probably not know what the others doing, how they're doing, and for management will probably not being updated for the information and to get to know properly how your team members is doing or following the cases. The leads coming in, and but it's not being responded quickly enough, or is not being followed as the management wish to follow, or the leads is not being followed in standard process, or even we could forget the leads as being followed or assigned to anyone. So opportunities like this could be missed out. And we have to admit that we sales team is often lazy in nature, right? And we don't like to record everything we do, and to record our agenda, and to input data. So, and all those manual works. So luckily, here is Dynamics 365. Dynamics 365 is here to help you to solve all the problems you have. So what is Dynamics 365? This is a product developed by Microsoft. It contains 8 fields and 8 fields to cover CRM and ERP, so to cover all aspects of your business. But you don't have to start all together at one time. You can start for Dynamics 365 for sales, for your sales, as a starting point. And then later, with the expanding of your business, and you can have the other modules and without any complicating migration, because all the data is being shared and you all share one platform. So Dynamics 365 Sales, it is a very simple way to modernize your sales and to help you to be more productive. And because it is highly customized, so for all kinds of business, it can fit in. And because it is a cloud-based CRM solution, as mentioned earlier, the cloud-based, that means that you don't have to have your own server, so that save your initial investment, and you don't have to keep your IT team just to maintain that system or your server. And the good thing about to have a cloud-based CRM is it's just like you have the whole Microsoft team to work for you. And also it can enhance the personal engagement for your team member with your customers to help to close the sales deal faster. So the process in Dynamics 365 Sales contains from leads to opportunities and quotations and all the way to orders and sending basic invoices. Let's say that you have leads coming in and you receive an email from your new customer who said that I'm interested in one of your products. So that is a new lead. You record it, you input in Dynamics 365, and after further contact, and you have better knowledge of your customer's requirement, and your customer shows further interest, and he is asking you to send him a quote. So you'll be able to create and send quotation from Dynamics 365 in your own format. Yes. So the quotation can be imported as a template. So and in multiple template. So the quotation can be sent out, and if the quotation being confirmed, then the opportunity can be moved to as orders. And at that time, you can send out the pro forma invoice to a customer from Dynamics 365 Sales. So throughout this system, this information, the data is being shared, like data like customer accounts, and for each account, you will be able to save multiple contacts. You'll be able to save primary contacts, and also the activities, notes, and the documents. You'll be able to save the documents or access the documents directly from Dynamics 365 Sales. And all those activities, if it's a meeting or the phone call, have set the schedule, they will be automatically reminded when you have the task due or you have whether you have meetings, the system will remind you. So this is how Dynamics 365 Sales look like. This is a opportunity, one of particular opportunity. I'm making it here as an example. So this is a 3D printer, and you will find that this opportunity and who is following this opportunity. So this owner, Brendan Seal, and the status of this opportunity, it is still in process, and the estimated revenue and estimated closing date for this opportunity. So down here, you'll find the topic and the contact person of this opportunity from your customers. And this customer for this opportunity is Graphic Design Institution. So the timeline is this quarter, the currency. So Dynamics 365 Sales can do multiple currency. So for this opportunity, the currency here is dollars. And the budget amount from this customer, and the process and the description. So you can write down anything you think it is important or some specific requirement from your customer for this order. And the timeline here is you'll be able to record all the activities like appointment, meetings, or the phone calls, tasks, or you can write down any notes. And also you'll be reminded that, when there's activities here, so would you miss any activity? So if you want to find the detail, you can click here. And also these emails communication. So once this email is being checked with this opportunity, and the communication with this email, you will be able to find it here in real time. That means that if you send out an email in Outlook and your customer replied, that is instantly showing up here. And these activities, the system has this AI function that it will suggest to you that do you have any activities? It's been quite a while since last time you contact this customer regarding this opportunity. So it will remind you here and suggest that would you like to send out an email? Would you like to contact these customers because it's been a while and it have a huge chance of winning. So the opportunity score is given by assessed and given by system. So the score here is quite high. So it is a very good opportunity for you to win this order, to win this deal. Okay, so now please sit back. Allow me to give you the detail of the solutions. Dynamics 365, so your time will be freed, saved, because all those time-consuming tasks will be automated inputting, and there will be massive reduce of the competitive data inputting, and you will be able to get real-time tracking, so be able to tell what the others doing, or for management, you'll be able to tell what your teammates are doing without asking them to send reports, or without having endless meetings. And the good thing is the sales insights can be AI assisted, so it will remind you if anything particular you need to be aware of or there's the suggestion for the next action to be taken. And of course, it is real-time insights as well. And Dynamics 365 was seamlessly integrated with Microsoft 365. So you don't have to switch in between applications. You don't have to jump around, exit Dynamics 365 and go to Microsoft Word or Excel or the OneNote or SharePoint. You can do it within all. You can all do it within one platform. And it is also possible to integrate with LinkedIn Sales Navigator, which means that you can have the best use of your network. And not only that, also the best use of your teammates' network. I will give you the detail later. And of course, cloud-based, so you'll be able to access from anywhere and anytime and with any device. So here is the accessing Dynamics 365 from the Teams. And you will see it here, and also the accessing that from your Teams from your phone. So you will see it here that you'll be able to access the opportunities from your phone, from the Teams, and you can instantly talk one particular opportunities with your team members, and without mentioning, oh, I'm talking about which opportunity, and the topic is like that. It could cause misunderstanding. But for Dynamics 365, you can click on one particular opportunity from Dynamics 365 and collaborating and talking instantly with your teammates for this particular opportunity. So the examples again here is this one particular opportunity for 3D printer, and this is a Microsoft Teams. So accessing Dynamics 365 from your Teams, it is same like you accessing Dynamics 365 directly. So you can access all the data, accounts, opportunity, leads, and all the list or some particular opportunity. And you can start to talk with your teammates of this opportunity from your teams. And on your right, it's the screen I captured from my phone. So I accessing Dynamics 365 from my phone in Teams. So it reminds me that I have 2 customer meetings today, so I will not be missed. And I can even take notes. I can click the arrow on the right, and go to the details. And there are some highlighted insights. I can find out more. And the opportunities, it remind me that some opportunities are closing soon. Whether it's I like to keep the update, or whether I should change the due date of this opportunity. And also I can open the opportunity and to go to the details. And of course, it is seamlessly integrated with Outlook as well. So from your Outlook, you'll be able to create new leads, new opportunity from your Outlook in your Dynamics. And you can, of course, access the data in Dynamics. For example, here, you receive the email from this person, your customer. Well, you would like to check this customer's details. And you can go to this contact information, go through all the details, and you can link this email to a new lead. So that you can also track this conversation with this email to your Dynamics, one of particular leads or existing opportunity. So this is like you can also, of course, be able to send out the email directly from your Dynamics 365. You don't have to go out Dynamics 365 and go to your Outlook. You'll be able to do it. It's like when, for example, you are tracking in your Dynamics and you see some particular opportunity and you find that you like to reply that email regarding this opportunity to your customer. So you can click the email draft and write email here. And of course, the address book is shared between Dynamics and Outlook, so you don't have to input email address. You can just simply search the name. Also, that email engagement will asking you whether you would like to follow this activity, and also it will give you suggestion. It is outside of office hour. Would you like to send an email within office hour? So it is for this instance, it suggests that you send an email at December 14th, which is the next day, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. If I said yes, I would like to, well, I can just simply click delay send, and when that the next day at 4 o'clock, the system will send out for me. I don't have to remember that, oh, I need to send out the next day at 4 o'clock. I would probably easily forget. We all know that a salesperson, we have a lot of activities. So we really need to use smart technology to help us to remind us or to do this task for us. And also you'll be able to, it will asking you that whether you would like to set a reminder to follow up this email. And of course, I would like to set a reminder. So you just simply click yes, set a reminder. So you'll be the email will be able to follow all those emails. And you'll be notified that once your email is being opened by your customer or by your recipient, and well, when the salesperson will notify that email is opened, maybe it is the time for you to make a following up call to your customer. Say, oh, I saw you that the email is opened. Whether you are interested, would you like to have a further meeting discussion of this? So yeah, I talked about the email tracked in Dynamics 365. So here is example to give you some idea that once this email is being tracked with one particular leads or opportunities, and this is how you will find when you open this particular opportunity in Dynamics 365. So all the email history, the communication will be recorded here like a story with the beginning and the following. And so you'll be able to know how your team members is following this case. You will get most updated. And also you'll be able to find that the phone calls and any phone calls he made and when was it made and the appointment he had with this customer regarding these opportunities. So you don't have to phone up your teammates or ask them to send reports. You will be updated just simply to access this Dynamics 365. And to store this information, we'll be able to do all sorts of activities recording in Dynamics 365, like appointments, set a date, emails, tracked phone calls, tasks, customer voice alert. You'll be able to write down, and even though access OneNote from your SharePoint, and you'll be able to write down anything you think that for you to remember, or for your teammates, if anyone is checking, accessing, and want to know more about these opportunities. So, and also this auto post, of course, you see that anyone's open opportunity or close opportunity, and modified the notes. You're able to find all this history of this opportunity here. And also that's the other apps of Microsoft 365. It's also be able to access the calendar from your Dynamics 365. You'll be able to find your schedules, any meetings. So you don't have to go to the calendar to find your calendar. And you will be able to access your calendar from Dynamics 365. And you'll be able to link these Office 365 groups with this particular Dynamics 365 account, your customers. And you'll be able to access the folders from Dynamics 365, as well as documents, notebook, and a conversation, and you'll be able to access the people as well. So for these real-time insights, sales insights, this is one of many examples of you'll be able to get the real-time insights, because it can be tailor-made according to your requirement. So here is one of example. You'll find that the open opportunity and an amount, and at which stage, and the leads from which source, and the proportion of that, and also this open opportunity, the top opportunity by the products. And this is another example of these sales insights in real time. So this is a sales pipeline in each stages with amounts. And this is the rating of opportunities. So the opportunities have with highly chance. It's a good chance to win, or the opportunity you need to look into, and for detail why this is not moving forward. And the open opportunity list, and the open leads, the list, and also that the activities and the phone calls. So if you want to go to the details, you can simply click directly from here. So the operation is very simple. And this is one example that how Dynamics 365 can save your time. So let's say that if we go to meeting face-to-face, usually we will have this, we will exchange business cards with our customers. So sometimes we come back the business cards with more than one business cards. So in the traditional way, we will go back to our office and inputting this data to our system. Inputting business data from business card to our system. Well, it is really time consuming, and we don't like to do it, right? And also sometimes we make typing mistakes, especially for the phone numbers. Sometimes we don't realize that when we inputting, and when we need to make a course, until when we want to make a course, we find that the phone number is the wrong number, and the business card probably is already somewhere. We would not be able to find it. So now there's no problem, no more problems with that. So you can simply take out your smartphone and scan your business card. Yeah, all you need to do is save and close. So the data in your business card will be automatically go to the right place in your Dynamics 365. So your sales team gonna love this function. Yeah, and there are a lot of automation you'll be able to do and you'll be able to perform with Power Automation. It's also called a flow. And yes, you'll be able to create approval flows. It's like we have the sales team member, we have the sales manager, we have general manager approval. So you can create a flow so everything can go automatically, and you'll be able to set a flow to remind you of certain tasks, or remind your teammates of certain tasks, and you will be able to set a automatic email confirmations to your customers. Actually, yeah, it's anything. If you need, you'll be able to do it with Power Automation. And another integration, powerful integration with LinkedIn Sales Navigator. We all know that network is really important for salespeople. So you will be able to, with this integration with LinkedIn, you will be able to have the best use of your network. For example, that you want to approach your future buyer. So you can check whether there's anyone in your network being connected to your future buyer. So, and also if you cannot find, it's okay. You'll also be able to find if there's any connection with your future buyer from your teammates network. And also you'll be able to find within your future buyer's organization if there's any connection you can use to introduce yourself. And also you'll be able to find that what your future buyers sharing or talking about, any topic they're interested. You can use it as ice-breaking topic. And also that's a lot of, also you'll be able to notify if one of your contacts, one of your customers is being switching their jobs, or they are being promoted to a higher position. So you'll be instantly notified. So this is the integration with 3 Microsoft products, Microsoft 365, LinkedIn, and Dynamics 365. It's all seamlessly integrated. And now I'd like to talk more about these artificial intelligence functions for Dynamics 365. So as we talked about this real-time sales insight, with artificial intelligence, you'll be able to get, for example, we always set our target, right, for yearly, quarterly, monthly. So the system will be able to tell you that how far you haven't met your quota, how far it is to your target, and you'll be able to know that whether your customers are happy or not happy of the service. And on this left corner here, you will be able to find that, yeah, although that deals with large amount are closing soon, but the system will analyze to tell you whether the relationship is healthy or need to be improved, and something you need to be aware of. And also you can see that on your right, that is the report. Traditionally, you probably have to ask your team member or your team member, yes, to do the report for you for the comparison on how your sales performance this year, comparing with previous year, or comparing even with the previous 4 years. traditionally, by the time you get the reports, the information, the data is already out of date. You will not get the most updated report, right, traditionally. But with AI-assisted real-time insight, you can simply just log on your Dynamics 365, and here you go. That's the most updated numbers you will able to find here. And the one of the function for artificial intelligence is the calls recording and analyzing. Well, traditionally that although your salespeople will write down the diary for you, you will not be able to know that how they talk to your customers and what they've been talking about, and whether your customers are happy during the conversation or not. So now the system will be able to record the calls your sales team is making with your customers, and even calls can be recorded in text. Yes, and you'll be able to know that when they are talking about what. And also, if they are mentioning something, when your sales team is making calls, if they mention something like, I'll send you something next week, I'll give you an email, I'll send you a meeting invitation, or I will call you back in a couple of weeks' time. After call, system will pop up a window to ask you to fill up what you just said to your customer. You set up a reminder and with the date you promised your customer to call. And when the time is due, the system will remind you, make a call to your customer because you promised to call her back in a couple of weeks. So make a call. So make sure that you fulfill what you said, and don't forget anything. And also you'll be able to tell that the progress of the phone conversation, and the colors is whether the sentiment is negative or positive. And the conversation will be checked. The keywords will be checked. What your customer most talking about, which of the products they are talking about the most, and whether they are happy or they are not satisfied. And even you will be able to know that the brands they are talking about during the call. So this gentleman, the problems he had before with Dynamics 365, it can totally change his life. So it will give him a totally different experience of working. No more headaches, no more struggles. So who will benefit from Dynamics 365? Who the Dynamics 365 is for? Well, Dynamics 365 is flexible and it's very cost effective, and it can go from small, medium to large enterprises. It can grow together with your business. It can start as low as 1 user, 1 month from $65 US with commitment at least 1 year. So what's come next? Access Orange is here to help you. Access Orange would like to be your business partner to help you to grow your business together. We can do licensing, we can do setup for you, configurations, and we will help you to convert the data, and we will provide training and of course, we will provide you the support after sales. So now it's question session. If you have any question, please write down here.
Yeah, we received a few questions, Jasmine. Maybe I go through those and give an answer as well. The first question we received was about the Singapore PSG grant. Somebody asked, is Dynamics 365 Sales pre-approved in Singapore for the PSG grant? Currently, the Dynamics 365 Business Central is PSG approved. Business Central is another edition of Dynamics 365, which is more on the ERP side. The sales portion in Business Central is more limited, so it is not really comparable what we showed today. Today we are focusing on the sales module from Dynamics 365. To my understanding, that one is not yet PSG approved, but I believe it is pending. Okay. The other question we received, Jasmine, maybe you can answer that one. How much time it takes to implement Dynamics 365 Sales for the solution? Jasmine, I think I put you on mute, so maybe you can unmute yourself first. Yeah.
Okay. Hi. Yeah, it is really depends for how long does it take. It will depend on the business requirement. It can be very fast if does not require much customization, but it can take a while if there's customization required. And we can decide after the intake. So if you would like to know more, we can have a further discussion about this. You can send us email. We'll be contacting you.
Yeah, thank you. Then I have another question. You mentioned the AI call recording analysis. Somebody asked if this is included in the license, in the standard license.
Well, this is AI function is required of additional license. It's an add-on. So you have this basic functionality for sales insights. Yes. And if you require this call recording, you can have these additional add-on to give you the extra power.
Okay, good. Yeah, that were all the questions, Jasmine. I would like to say thank you to you. Thank you for presenting today. We already mentioned in the beginning, if you have any further questions, we put Jasmine's email address here on the screen. You can always send her an email. She is more than happy to reply any questions. You can also go to our website, accessorange.com/dynamics365. You will find a lot of additional information. But feel free to reach out to us to discuss any questions that you have. So thank you very much, Jasmine, today.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Rod.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you all. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.